Hey, I'm there. I was trying to get connected for so long. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Hatchsput Economics, Hatchsput. And if you haven't done so before you even listen to me, please like and subscribe. And if you've been here before, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I wasn't even meaning to do this talk, but some of you may know that I do the one-on-one coaching, Enchantress. I have my other channel. And I love, love, love my black sisters. I really do. Even the ones who hate me, I love you too. Mwah. But I have to say this because I think it's like a sign from God or something. And today when I was coaching consecutively, I had three beautiful, drop-dead gorgeous black women who were sharing with me their personal stories of dating and their trials and tribulations. And this is going to be a hard message because I know we're in a new era and everybody has their opinion and everybody's really passionate. And if you like what I'm saying, thumb me up, thumb me up. Hey, Christine. But my concern, hey, how you doing? My concern is you black women. You are my main and only concern. Get used to it. Your happiness, your mental health, your fitness, your peace of mind, your overall, I care about you. I'm committed before I leave this earth to make the lives of my fellow black sisters better. I know it might sound weird. Hey, Melanin. But this is the truth for black women. And in order for your lives to get better, you have to acknowledge the challenges. You have to acknowledge, you know, what's holding us back. And you have to be honest because you can't make progress if you ignore the steps that you need to go past. So I know a lot of different channels are, hey Bella, are pushing interracial dating. And I think it's good. Thank you, Alexis. There's nothing wrong with opening your options. But I'm going to be honest with you. There's something wrong with just doing it for exterior reasons. When you open your options, it should be economically. It should be financially. It should be emotionally. It should be for someone that's pursuing you for marriage. Someone that's going to love you, honor you, protect, and provide. And if you make that your criteria, it's kind of like a Sloman shield. It's kind of like armor. No bull can get past. So when you're talking about dating and romance and love, it doesn't matter who the person is. Sometimes people come to my page, Connie Lauren Walker, which most of my posts are purposely public, which show black women only in a positive light, whether they're getting married, family, children, moms and wives. I purposely contact happily married black women. I interview them, and it's for a purpose. And we're going to get into that later on. I'm going to tell you why I'm strategically doing that. And that's part of how you can date well. So let me get back to character. If you say, I'm only going to date men who pursue me for marriage, I'm only going to date men who pursue me for serious relationships, monogamous relationships, and you have your own core criteria, and that's up to you, whatever it is. I don't know, your core criteria, funny, ambitious, intelligent, educated, money, I don't know. But you got to make your core concept list. If you stick to that list, bull crap will not sift through. You can get hurt if you just go and get blinded by the white light. I coach black women who got beautiful interracial children and they're not married. I coach black women who are in situations and they're kind of boggled because someone told them once you leave certain demographics, they were supposed to get a Tiffany engagement ring and everything was supposed to be perfect and you're going to have Disney. That's the real fairy tale. The real fairy tale is going out there in the dating world and not realizing how the world sees black women. The positive thing is we can change that. The positive thing is we have Michelle Obama. We have Serena Williams. We have Viola Davis. We have Lupita. We got so many positive images of black women. We can go easily into social media and continue a positivity campaign that shows us in a positive light. We can take back our narrative as black women. And we must. We can't continue this to ignore, oh, that's just hip hop. Oh, that's just TV. That's just magazines. No, these are setting social standards which deteriorate the black woman. Exactly, Alexis. Exactly. So my main goal for you as black women is for you to have prosperity, for you to be protected, for you to be provided, for you to be happy. And if you find a LeBron James, God bless you. If you find a Will Smith, God bless you. If you find a Denzel Washington, God bless you. All I care about is the character of the man. And I'm not just going to say it and don't speak on it. I am going to speak on it. I'm not going to say character first and don't talk about characters of other men. The reason why this is important, because when you idolize anything or anyone, you give them a God complex. And eventually those men who think they're the savior of the dating game, those men who think that they are the chosen one, like he's a freaking Jedi, they will start giving you less because they think it will take less to impress you, because you're already impressed with their being. You're already impressed that they're even talking to you. You're already flattered that they're allowing you to breathe their air. You are the prize. Don't forget that. You are the gem. You are the precious. You are the beauty. You are the feminine sacred. You are the prize. You are to be worshipped, loved, and adored. You are to be pursued, courted, and chased. You're supposed to be vetting. You're supposed to be having fun. They're the ones trying to prove themselves to you. And if that's not what's happening, I don't care what the color it is. I don't care if it's rainbow bright. I don't care if it's Milli Vanilli. I don't care, because I see sisters every day walking around with the gas face. Walking around with the gas face. Completely shocked when they date out of their race that these guys aren't instantly giving them the crown jewels. And I'm trying to tell you, that doesn't happen. And let me go on to the other part of why that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen because we have a social stigma. You gotta use common sense. If we're complaining that in our own urban demographics, that we're not protected, we're not pursued, we're abused, whatever it may be, if we're saying as black women, we're not getting treated luxurious, we're not getting pampered, we're not getting spoiled, we're not going to Tiffany's, we're not going to Saks, we're not going to Nordstrom. If you're actually admitting that, and then you have women on social media that broadcast, hey, no one treats me right. Hey, no one likes me. Black men don't date me. You're flooding the airways with this negativity. How do you think other men of other races outside of your race view you? Do you think you're seen as wife material? Do you think you're seen as covetable? Do you think you're seen as a woman that is meant to be pursued? Do you think that helps you? You got to think of the long game. You got to think of the long zone. You got to heal. And I'm not saying you can't talk about issues that affect you, because some of us can't focus. We are almost obsessed. We're so traumatized and we're so hurt that the only way we get temporary healing is by continually obsessing, hey, Kalinda, about the things that make us mad. And you know what, sister? You are fully entitled to talk about what you want, when you want, and how you want. This is not another person telling black women what to do, but this is a person that loves black women, that honors black women, that adores black women. That's right. If you like what I'm saying, please like the live, because y'all need to hear this, because this is a come to Jesus. I'm going to take off my jacket because I'm about to give y'all a sermon, because I want to change your life. I want to make you happy. I want you to get that ring. I want you to live well. I want your life to get better. I don't want to sentence you to a life of negativity and so-called darkness. You are the black woman. You are an incredible woman. You are a woman that has cured billions with your DNA, with your cells. Go read The Immortal Cells of Henrietta Lacks. You are a woman that made it possible for this country, this NASA, to go into outer space. You are a phenomenal creature that is more powerful than you know. We have done amazing things. And look at it. We have done so much unprotected, unprovided. And you're trying to tell me a simple thing like being loved and adored when you are the femininity goddess, when you are the fertility queen, you got to apply yourself and think strategically. It's all about strategic. I'm not an expert. Nobody is. There's 25 million black women in this country, and around the world there's more, with different personalities, different religions, lack of religions, different ages, complexions, and sizes. We are all unique like fingerprints, because each one of us, once we die, there'll never be another Connie. There'll never be another you. But the purpose is coming to a consensus, coming to a realization of how you are viewed. You cannot step out of a challenging demographic and thinking that no one else noticed how you were treated or how you were treated as a whole. You could be even happy black women. You could be the happiest black woman. But it matters of your social status. And that's why you see me pumping so much positive images. Image matter. That's why people spend billions and billions of dollars in commercials, marketing. Your images matter. People pay millions of dollars for maximum exposure during a Super Bowl game. Advertisers and marketers are not stupid. They're not spending all this money hoping. Facebook is Facebook because it makes ads, and these ads make millions and billions of dollars because you react to those ads. You purchase off them ads. So what do you think it does to your psyche when you continually flush the airwaves with negativity about black women? When you don't talk about what we can have, what we can achieve, what we can possess, you want to skip that whole part and just go date. And you expect these guys to sweep you off your feet. You don't give them direction. You don't give them expectation. You don't tell that man nothing. Oh, I'm just going to open my options. Yeah, you're going to open your options to more men of different colors, different sizes, and different demographics screwing you and leaving you the same way the other guys did. Because if you don't have a culture of marriage, if you don't have a culture of traditionalism, if you never learned to be feminine, to be soft, to receive, to be alluring, if you never had the culture of dating and being courted, it's not your fault, sister. But you got to come to a realization that that needs to happen before you venture out. And I want to tell black women, it is 99.999% an economic reason. And what I mean by that, 95% of those guys who don't want to provide and don't want to get married and don't want to pursue you and can't date you right, they got broken homes, they have bad economics, poor finances. It's an economic issue. If you go to poor urban areas of any color, travel, you want to bet? You want to bet? You want to think that I'm joking? Go to Mississippi, go to Alabama, go to North Carolina, go to South Carolina. Go to the hoods throughout Missouri. Go to the hoods throughout Wyoming. Just go to the poorest areas. You really think those guys, despite the color, is trying to provide? It's an economic issue as well. It's a cultural issue because disproportionately, yes, we got a problem. Yes, we got some issues. But I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't take rocket science how to avoid those situations. Rocket science and how to avoid those situations. It doesn't take rocket science. It doesn't take rocket science to avoid those situations. If you're talking about Daquan, Tyrone, Shaquan, Haquan, and Hequan, and all kinds of guys, why are you even in close proximity to be engaging them? Why are you even breathing the same air? Exactly. Kalinda, I really believe when a woman has self-confidence of all of, exactly. Kalinda says when you have self-confidence, you attract. And that thing is that attraction is not limited. That attraction flows throughout your life. You start attracting good experiences. You start attracting good people, good opportunities, good networking. You start attracting better health. You start attracting everything. Abundance starts raining on you. You need to build your confidence. You need to heal. That's why I made Laws of the Enchantress. Laws of the Enchantress. You know, be educated. Take care of yourself. And the thing is that self-care is number one. If you want to have anything in this life, you are the foundation. I don't know how it got so prevalent that you can skip this part and go make anyone happy. Doesn't even matter if it's your kids. Doesn't matter if it's your mom, your sister, your family. Doesn't matter. You can't skip it. And what you fail to understand, what many black women fail to understand, is that that is the secret sauce. That's the secret seasoning. That is the secret. That's the secret behind the secret behind the secret behind the secret. Is that if you build upon a foundation of self-love, self-confidence, self-happiness, if you build upon that foundation, you will start to attract all the good things in your life. You will start to attract better opportunities, better friends, a strong circle, networking. If you want to know if you're engaging in a positive realm, look around to see if your life is improving. I don't care if that engagement is via social media. I don't care if that engagement is via your work. I don't care what it is. There's no excuses. I don't really care. All I'm asking you is to pay attention. Is your life getting better? Is your life increasing? When you walk away from engagement, which means talking, listening, correspondence, when you walk away from engagement, how do you feel? Do you feel better? Do you feel light? So what does self-love feel like? Excellent question. So Cherry, for self-love, mainly you put yourself first. And the reason you put yourself first is because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And also, you attract what you are and you attract what you believe. You attract what you expect. That is the simplicity of life. So you could take 10,000 seminars, you can read 10,000 books. If you have not broken through your subconscious barrier, and your subconscious barrier is developed from your childhood, it's like a black box flight recorder where you're just absorbing everything nonstop. Even when you sleep, your subconsciousness doesn't stop. That's why you can listen to affirmations when you're sleeping. Your brain does not stop. Just because you're not conscious of it, your brain continuously absorbs. So once you say that, just think about, on a basic daily level, how much negativity is there for you in this world. So self-love means you put yourself first. Self-love means before you try to help anybody, your cup is full. Self-love means you don't operate from a sense of lack. And what that means is you don't deprive yourself. The number one issue I see with black women, we love to deprive ourselves. I go shopping with a friend, and she's passing by a store. We might pass by the same store 2 times. And she might see a bag that she loves. And I'm like, you've been looking at that bag since we got down to Manhattan. Go get it. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. You need to stop attaching what you don't have to your I am. I am is the power of God. I am is the power of you. I am is the power of creation. You need to stop letting people put negativity after your I am. If they choose, let them live, son. But you give yourself the opportunity to believe in your goals and your dreams, and you go ahead and you freaking pursue it. You have to stop letting people say, I ain't got it, I am. The only limits in life is what you make. The only thing you'll ever have in this life is what you believe. So if you're walking around believing all this negative crap, you can't get married, you can't have kids, you can't have a good man, no one gonna love you, no one gonna spoil you, and you have convinced yourself that this is reality, well, guess what? That is going to continue to be your reality. I'm here to tell you a secret. Exactly. I am abundance. I am happiness. I am successful. I am fit. I am healthy. And just think about this. Keep it real to yourself, sisters. Keep it real. How often do you tell yourself positivity? How often do you have positive chatter with yourself? How often do you just walk through the day? It's called mindlessness, where you don't even pay attention to your thoughts. You don't even talk positively to yourself. You're not even conscious of the things you're doing. And you allow the negativity to seep in from every single angle, whether it's your family, your friends, social media, videos, music, and you just get yourself battered and you have no idea how deeply submerged you are in negativity. And I'm going to say something hard. A lot of y'all complain. Oh, exactly. I am married. I am happy. I am whole. I am healed. You don't base your life off. How dare you base your life off the failures of me and the failures of others? How dare you? Your life has meaning. You were born for a reason. How dare you allow people to tell you you're going to fail at anything because they have failed? Because they have not completed. Exactly, I am complete. We're the only race of people, the only demographic of women that we will predict. We got negativity fortune tellers. We got negativity fortune tellers that will sit around and tell you, you ain't never gonna have nobody. You ain't never gonna have friends. The whole world is evil. You evil, I'm evil. Ha 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 ha. Why? Because that's their perception. And you know what? God bless them. And I mean it. God bless them. That is their right. But you also have the equal right to want your dreams. If they want to feel that way, this is the United States of America. You can pick you could do whatever you want. But how dare people try to corrupt you and tell you you can't have your dream? If you want to be a homemaker, exactly. If you want to be a domestic goddess, exactly. No one has the right to take away your dream. Know all your options. Know what's behind door number 1, door number 2. Know what's behind door number 3 before you limit yourself and make your whole life off of 2 or 3 choices based off of your fear of failure or past failures. You cannot make your future plans based off of past negativity, because that is losing. You're already losing before you even start. So I'm telling you, if you are a black woman, of course, open your options. But put the criteria up. You are the prize. Date men who are only going to pursue you for marriage. If you don't want to get married, that's none of their business. They don't got to know that. And I already told you how I feel about the I don't want to get married crew. When you could show me a box of engagement rings. Exactly. Meghan Markle's ex said to her, "You will never find a man better than me." Exactly. Exactly. And Meghan Markle, before she got with Prince Harry, she had something called Meghan's Closet. And in my Laws of Enchantress program, in course 3, because now we're doing course 6. So if you want to join the Laws of Enchantress program, definitely join it. Call me, let me know, message me. And in the Meghan Markle, she had about 5 books. And in those 5 books, all of them were about manifestation, positivity, self-belief. All of them were about self-love, self-confidence. And it's kind of scary because I couldn't predict that. I made the course way before I knew those books were even evident. And the fact is, you're not going to find anyone that's even remotely successful. Exactly. Character is the man. You're not going to find anyone who is remotely successful that does these 3 things. Continuously negative. Don't believe in the law of attraction. Don't believe in positivity. Those people don't exist. If you start to listen to people who are positive, if you start to listen to people who are prosperous, if you start to listen, she had 5 books. So one was the manifesto. It was 5 books. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it for you while we're talking. But there's plenty of books. I mean, those books were good, but one of the best books are Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I can get you mines. The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. The Power of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton. These are real books. And you really have to understand that you as a black woman have power beyond your imagination. You don't even know about yourself because you don't even learn about yourself, because you're learning about yourself from people who don't want to tell you about yourself because they don't want you to know how strong you are and powerful. When I say strong, I mean in your feminine allure. When I say strong, I'm talking about your feminine sacred. Your femininity is worth its weight in gold. Femininity is boss. That is what a man is a weakness for. That is an Achilles heel. A feminine lady. A lot of times we hear guys going crazy for beauty. It's not really beauty. Because you see the flyest girl, the baddest female, she don't be getting the, you know, she don't be getting the nice guy all the time. And y'all don't want to pay attention. Y'all think you got to look like a model or something. That doesn't hurt. But check out in 10, 20 years who she's married to. Check out in 10, 20 years, you know, whose house she's living in. Now, a lot of times those girls don't have anything. What did you miss? We're talking about character. Quality of character over everything. And the reason why you want to do that is because you want to elevate your status. You want to be a woman of marriage, traditionalism. You want to take it back to the roots, to the classics, because this is what will cause men to pursue you. Quality men. If you're talking about traditionalism, domestic goddess, femininity, sacred femininity, and these guys are running away, good. They're doing you a favor. Remember, you are vetting. You are vetting. You are screening. And if these guys, first of all, how you going to open your options and you don't know what the hell you opening for? You might open that door and all kinds of spirits and demons come in. You have what you opening, son? What you opening? What are you opening for? What are you looking for? You think this world is a game? You think life is a joke. Life will chew you up, spit you out, and walk on top of your bones and bury you and not even think twice about you. You better have your plan and your blueprint. What are you looking for? Why are you dating? What do you have to offer? And when I say what do you have to offer, are you a positive woman? What do you have to offer? Are you a happy woman? Are you a joyful woman? Are you a loving woman? Are you a compassionate woman? Are you excited as a woman to open up your life and open up your door and share your life with someone? That's what it means. What do you have to offer? Are you miserable like Oscar the Grouch? Are you insecure? If he buy you flowers, you're going to ask him, are you cheating? You have to, what are you opening up? What are you opening up to? When you say bring to the table, yeah, I'm going to ask you, what are you bringing to the table? Are you feminine? Are you soft? Are you charming? Do you know how to be feminine so you can balance his masculinity? Are you attracting the alpha male? Yeah, what are you bringing? Are you loving? Are you compassionate? Are you affectionate? Are you emotionally stable? Are you mentally stable? And I'm not even trying to be funny, but these are things that black women have forgotten because the modern extreme world has told you, you don't gotta be feminine. Get 4 or 5 jobs. You don't gotta be feminine. Get 6, 7 degrees. You don't gotta be feminine. Make sure you got some money. And I'm not saying any of those things are bad. But if you know how to read remotely, black women got 60% of all educational degrees in the community. Black women are the #1 entrepreneurs in the United States of America. Black women are not just bringing to the table, they're making the table. They're 80% of all African American households. So why aren't they married? Why aren't they happy? Why are y'all so miserable? Y'all providing, y'all got PhDs, doctorates, and masters. Y'all doing the damn thing. On paper, y'all look amazing. Some of y'all are doctorates, PhDs. Some of y'all got your own business, real estate, brokerage, loan officers. Black women, we know that you are an amazing professional. But you are not acquiring true happiness, true prosperity, generational wealth. You're not doing any of that. And you know why? Because you have turned your back, whether it's indirectly or directly, on femininity. On femininity. And Bella, I want to say something too. It's not about being a victim. If you have trauma as a black woman, you have to come to terms with it. I am very anti, you can't say a victim, because white women have no problem saying they got the Me Too movement, they got this too movement, they got us too, we too, K too, Y2K. It is okay as a black woman to admit hurt and pain and trauma. How are you going to talk about we can't be victims when the same black women will complain about we're the most abused. Look at the statistics. Look at the statistics. Blackistan. Y'all making no sense. On one hand, you'll talk about how negative it is in our culture, how negative it is in our community, how the music is not positive for black women, to put it nicely, how the community, how the culture. You have to heal. And in order to heal, you have to admit you got hurt. And in order to say you got hurt, yes, you're a victim of a negative society that doesn't allow you to be feminine, doesn't allow you to be vulnerable. There's no shame in that. The only negative thing about being a victim is living there. The only negative thing about being a victim is not healing that trauma. And you can't heal if you don't claim you're hurt. And you can't claim that hurt if you don't acknowledge it. And we can't stop it if we don't say, okay, this is wrong. Verbal abuse is wrong. Emotional abuse is wrong. Humiliation is wrong. You can't just go straight to domestic and physical abuse because, let's be honest, a lot of things come before those actions. Nobody walks up to your face and blow and hits you just out of nowhere. People that do those types of acts tenderize you and test the waters. They talk down to you. They're rude to you. They degrade you. They make you feel like you're worth nothing. And then when you see that girl getting bad treatment, you want to call her stupid, and you have no idea of the victimization that happened prior. And that's why I'm trying to heal yourself. No, but that's what I'm saying, Bella. You have to heal yourself. Before you date anyone, forget about the guys. Heal yourself. Because if you don't heal yourself, you're going to attract low vibration. You're going to attract bad men. Even if you make a list, if you're not healed, you won't even have enough confidence to stick to the own damn list you damn well made. You have to heal yourself and know whether you're 120 pounds or 190 pounds, you are worthy of love. You are worthy of adoration. And I want to tell you something. Might be hard for y'all to hear. Some of y'all need to take a plane ticket and probably go live in Blackistan because some of y'all refuse to heal. Some of y'all have taken those toxic behaviors, those toxic languages, the toxic ways, and instead of healing, you just remove yourself physically from those areas. But that's not enough. You need to cleanse yourself. You need to heal yourself because you will be just as bad if you engage and talk in the same way. And that's why it's so hard for you to even understand the concept of character. Don't talk to me about negative this and negative that when I see black women on a daily basis engaging with each other, posting negative things, talking negative things in the media, Nicki versus Cardi, and all this negative energy. Don't tell me about who abused you, this, that, and you are ready to do the same exact thing or worse to your sisters. Love each other. Love each other. And not just heal. Because saying the word heal can be misleading. When you heal, that's saying, oh, I'm healed. I'm never going to be hurt again. That's a lie. I'm here to tell you that's a goddamn lie. You can do healing, and tomorrow someone can cut you up and rip your heart out. That's why you need to adopt a culture of self-love and a culture of continuous healing. We talk about the intricacies in the law of attraction, the laws of enchantress course, that's the private stuff. But you got to develop a culture. It's kind of like a fat person that lost 200 pounds and they feeling mad good about themselves. They feeling mad sexy and they forget they used to be fat, and they go out there, and because they are size 8, they're size 6, they eating McDonald's, they eating Wendy's, they eating everything they can get their hands on. And eventually, they end up back fat. Exactly, Alexis. It is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It is continuous healing. It is commitment to loving and adoring yourself. It's a continuous. You should always treat yourself well. You should always be aggressive, loving yourself. You should always be looking every single day, every single way for small things, big things to make yourself feel better. And it's different criterias. You got to see how your family life is doing. You got to see how your spirituality. You got to have a reason for being. Why am I here? You got to see how your nutrition is doing. Are you eating well? I'm not talking about a diet. Certain overprocessed foods can contribute to depression, anxiety. You got to see what you're engaging in. Is your social circles, your social media, your friends, are they supporting your new self-healing, self-loving lifestyle? Because when I started to adapt the positivity cleanse, and I had to be very controlling in the way I engage because I knew there was a spiritual price attached to that, and I'll talk about that later. I had to literally go through my Facebook and block and unfriend and block and unfriend and stop following specific news feeds because I saw the sickness. I saw the addiction. I saw black women claiming to divest, but they fully invested. If there was a stock market, they would have got $1 billion in. They could not stop talking about what they don't want. They could not stop looking at it, what they don't want. They cannot stop engaging. So let me talk about spiritual debt. I don't care if you're a Buddhist. I don't care if you're Christian. I don't care if you're Jewish or Muslim. This is about the sensual spirit of every human, the essence. And when you're continuously being negative, when you spend go out of your way to be negative, you don't understand you got to pay for that. And what that means is anything you give out, you are going to take back in. And I'm not saying you got to be perfect. I'm not saying for you, listen to me very, very, very carefully. Listen to me. It is 35:28 in this conversation, and I want to make sure at 35:33 in this conversation, you can hear me say this loud and clear. I am not telling you to be a fool. I am not telling you to walk around like you're Daisy Duck or Mickey Mouse and thinking the whole world is singing in cartoon characters. That is not what positivity and the law of attraction is about. I am not telling you not to be reactive to people that's trying to hurt you. This is not what this is about. But there is a big difference between being reactive and you going out of your way to connect to negativity. And that's because you're not healed. And that little sensation of being negative, of being nasty, of being rude, that little sensation is like a healing source for you. It's limited. It's like smoking a cigarette or taking a tequila shot. That shit is limited. You know it's not going to last, but it feels so good in the moment. But what you don't realize is you're giving out all this negative energy, not realizing that shit's going to come back tenfold. And I challenge you for you to find someone who is successful, whose man loves them, who got money, prosperity. I challenge you to find any female or male who is in that realm of happiness and high vibration, and they talk shit about people all day. I challenge you to find people that are prosperous, positive, and have a life worth sharing. They're excited about their life. Notice the people that are negative, they don't really share too much about their personal life. Whenever they engage you, it's always like negative shit. They don't tell you, hey, I went shopping last week. They don't tell you, oh, I got a new hairstyle. They don't tell you, oh, me and my husband, my kids, we went to the circus, we went to Prospect Park. It's never a consistent stream of positivity and an occasional outlet of negativity, because we can't avoid life. Life is real. Pay attention to the people that tell you negativity. That's the only time they come in contact with you. That's the only time they speak to you. That's the only time they got a message for you. They're never contacting you to be positive. They're never contacting you to encourage you and be a champion and cheer for you. They never contact you to say, hey, Christina, hey, Michelle, hey, Nikki, hey, Bobby, how you feeling? How you feeling, sister? Are you okay? Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your day. Not even if it's a group. They don't even see how black women are doing. What's going on in black society, medical discrimination, women dying in childbirth, fitness. They never, ever, ever engage you on those levels. And not because they're evil, not because they're intentional. They simply can't, because it's all energy. It is a scientific fact that we give off vibration. Vibration creates frequency, and that frequency attracts. So if you are a negative frequency, you are low energy. You literally cannot sustain a positive relationship. You literally cannot sustain a positive thought. You are literally handicapped. You cannot sustain positivity. You cannot sustain negative. You can't do it because you just don't have it in you. And what you don't understand is that frequency is transferable. If you hang out with these people, if you engage in these people, it's true. I'm not saying it's a Disney World and you're going to see the world falling apart. You're going to see a hurricane and you're supposed to walk down the block like you a fool. This is reality. Just because I'm not screaming at the top of my lungs, just because I'm not cursing and yelling at you and threatening you and scaring you and causing paranoia and anxiety, doesn't mean the words I'm saying are not true. Doesn't mean because I'm not yelling at you, because you can see me, you can see my face, and you can see my lips moving. Just because I am a real person doesn't mean the words coming out my mouth are fake. Do your research. Do your research. See if you can find people that are prosperous in any way, shape, or form, and see their character. See if they're constantly negative. See if they're constantly giving out, positivity or negativity. I guarantee you it's not going to be the latter. They're going to talk about what they want, and it keeps showing up. They're going to talk about what they need, and it keeps showing up. I don't care if you got $1 to your name. I don't care if you got bad credit. I don't care in what position you are. If you start from this day forward to believe in your dreams and believe in your destiny, if you start to give yourself 100% belief, you will be successful, because you're not giving destiny any other choice. It is an energy. If you're operating on a high frequency, you're not going to get anything that's low. It's a radio station. It is frequency. And your belief sets that frequency. Now, whether that belief is grounded in the truth of you, or whether that belief is grounded in negativity and the lies of you, it is all up to you. And I'm telling you, Black women, you're super intelligent, more than you know. And every single Black woman listening to this audio, you know damn well we got a bullshit built radar. That's why men be saying, oh, this girl's crazy, all that. We're not crazy. We know how to sense lies. And I'm asking you to be selfish with your time. I'm asking you as a Black woman to put yourself first and stop following things blindly. Listen to what people are saying to you. Open your ears and your eyes. If it gets confusing and you don't know what to believe, and you this, that, and you this, that, but I like this person. Listen to the energy. Close your eyes. Sincerity feels a certain way. Passion and love feels a certain way. Lies lie. I could lie. People lie. You lie. She could lie. He could lie. But energy never lies. Energy is consistent. It is so consistent, we could hook you up to a lot of tests, and we could tell when people are not telling the truth, because their heart gets up, their nervous system acts up, they start vibrating. Everything's attached to energy. And if you want more scientific proof, how powerful belief is, how powerful the belief of self is, you have the power to heal yourself. There's a scientific quagmire called the placebo effect. I'm pretty sure most of you have heard about the placebo effect. And basically the placebo effect is a scientific term for when somebody takes a sugar pill or gets a false operation, and that person is they have no idea this stuff wasn't a real medical procedure or a medical prescription. And they will take that medication. And the trick is they're under 100% belief that this medication is actually legit. Little do they know that this medication is a farce. And because they take it, not only do they feel better, but their body in certain circumstances actually starts to heal. To me, that is terrifying. And then if they get the surgery, let's say you need knee surgery, sometimes they do a small incision. It's part of the placebo project. And the person will say, look, my knee is better. But the scarier part is not just the belief. The scarier part is the actual physical body on a biological level starts to show improvement. And this is where scientists got boggled. This is where biologists and chemists and all kinds of doctors and scientists, they were like, how did this happen? And that's the power of belief. But the thing is that in order for you to use that type of belief to change your life, you gotta believe 100%. You can't pray and leave one eye open and saying, well, just in case. You can't get in a relationship and say, well, just in case this should fail. Once you let a crack in for negativity, it is energy, it flows. So am I telling you to be stupid? Am I telling you to trust blindly? No. You are the energy. You are the attraction. You are the foundation for every single thing that comes into your life. Stop running away from it. Stop denying it, and take full advantage. Immerse yourself in your dreams. Cut off negativity, drug dealers. I got negativity. I got 3 ounces. I got 3 ounces. Yo, I got despair. I got crying. I got about 4 bouts depression. I got depression. Leave these people alone, because the only way they know how to engage you, the only way they know how to connect to you, the only way they could get clicks and likes and whatever it is negativity. If you have a problem with forgiveness, the first person you have to do, Cherry, is forgive yourself and love yourself. Like I said, you can't pour from an empty cup. A lot of times we go to therapy. A lot of times we talk to friends and family. They're so quick, even in church, and I'm a Christian. They're way too quick to tell you, forgive this person, forgive that person, without asking, do you even have anything to forgive? Do you even have anything to give? See, forgive. Forgive. How do you even know? How do you even know? Well, Cherry, you can contact me. I do one-on-one Enchantress coaching. I have the Laws of Enchantress page, which is a free page. And from there, it's a segue for a lifetime group, membership group, where we focus on positivity, healing, and the Black woman living her best life. So you can message me on the page. My Facebook page is Connie Lauren Walker. You can't miss it. It's best to message me there. I don't really check my I don't think YouTube does one-on-one messages anymore. And that's the thing. When you're a Christian, they talk about forgive, 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 forgive. I'm like, yo, hold up, son. Can you ask how I'm doing? Can you ask if I have anxiety? Can you ask if I'm suicidal? You don't know if I'm crazy? What if I have only this much left of my mental psyche? And you asking for forgive this, forgive that. Hold up, son. Take care of me first. Ask me, do I love me? Ask me how I treat me. Ask me how I think about me. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Jesus Christ was divine. Hey, Jakia. Jakia, I'm not Jesus Christ. You're not Jesus Christ. Don't feel guilty. Christ knew he was divine. Christ knew he was going to die and resurrected. I don't got that comfort. If you cut my ear, I might slice you back. If you say something to offend me, I might offend you back. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is human nature. We are not divine. We are humans. We're inspired by different faiths and reality. We're inspired. But you need to take care of you first. I'll tell you guys a personal story I shared with the group. And it's about 9/11. I lost a very good friend. She was my first friend I ever talked to in high school, my first friend. She was the first person I ever opened up a word to say in 9th grade. And we were very close. A week before 9/11, I was sleeping in her house in her bed. And she was brilliant at math, and I was brilliant at writing. I was trying to get into a different school, a different college. And I was like, damn, I can't pass this part of the test. And so we kind of look alike, 'cause we both Jamaican. And she put on one of my wigs and went to one of my math classes and took my test for me. And because she took that test for me, she went to work an hour early and she died on 9/11. Now you have to realize I was very young and I truly thought that I was 100% responsible for her death. I felt like I killed her, because had I not cheated, and I did cheat, I thought that I literally killed her. I carried around a ridiculous amount of self-hate, self-anger. I hated God. I hated everybody, because she was a devout Christian and she used to try to drag me to church. And I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. This is before I became Christian. And I said, oh my gosh, is God punishing me? Did God kill her for a math test? I really was that naive. And then I decided to go to therapy. Thank you, Erie. It still feels good to see that. And then I decided to go to therapy. I was very young, and I paid about $250, $275 out my pocket to go speak to a therapist. And I sat down, okay? I sat down, and I remember the first thing she said was, you gotta forgive the terrorists. And I was like, I thought I was hearing shit. This woman didn't ask me about anything. I wasn't eating. I wasn't sleeping. I was having nightmares. I was living in it was horrible. Every time I turn on the TV, I will look to see if she was jumping. I had her shoes in my house. I had her earrings in my house. I had clothing in my house. I was living in fear. and people like posting all the crazy pictures. I was scared to look at newspapers. It was a terrible existence. But what was even more terrible is that I paid a therapist. I paid a therapist to tell me, before she checked on me, she didn't know if I was suicidal. She didn't know if I was anxiety ridden. She had no idea I haven't eaten for 4 days. She had no idea I was thinking I wished that was me. I thought I was cursed. She had no idea. But all she cared about was me forgiving some terrorists that flew a plane to a building. I said, you got the wrong Negro. I was like, who, me? I'll cope with that. And I left. I actually went to the bathroom. I took my car. I took my scarf. Miss Walker, where are you going? I don't know, son, but you crazy. I'm out. I don't know. I can't do this right now. Do not ask me to give from an empty cup. And that's when I learned that white psychology and black psychology is a little bit different. The way we operate, the way we think is a little bit different. Doesn't mean anything's right or wrong. But I said I need to deal with me. I need to heal me. I need to condition my mind that it wasn't my fault. I need to remember the good things about her so I can heal and learn how to manage effective and efficiently. The pain never really goes away. You just learn to deal with it much, much better. I'm never going to be like unaffected by her death and the way that she died and we never found her. I'm never going to be affected that she didn't get a chance to live and have a husband, to have kids, that she died. I don't know how she died. Did she suffer? I'm never, ever going to be, oh, that's great. But I can talk about it without crying. And I can talk about it without blaming myself. Okay? I can talk about it. I can talk about it. And that's why I said you need to love and honor you. You cannot forgive people while you hate yourself. You cannot forgive anyone while you don't forgive yourself. You can only give what you have to give. You cannot pour from an empty cup, because if you continue to pour from an empty cup, you're going to be a husk. You're going to be empty. You're going to be barren. And that's where you get to that breaking point where you can get real permanent mental disorders. So was I crazy because I walked out on a, was I crazy? Was I crazy when I walked out of a session I paid $275 for? Because that's what it came to with tax. When I told it, because there's no return. You go to see a therapist, there's no all sales are final. This is not black people. You know, you go to them professional white people, you got to pay for that shit and you can't come back. That's it. But I made the investment to discover my psyche. I made the investment to connect to other African American women, and I saw how they were dealing, and I saw the birth and beauty of self-love. You don't feel good? It's not going to hurt you, sisters, to go to the spa. You don't feel good? Get your best friend, your sister, or your mom and go on a weekend vacation. You don't feel good? Take some time. Take some time. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You are not divine. We are inspired by Christ, but we are not Christ. I keep it real with you. I'm not him. If I was Jesus Christ, ain't nobody crucifying me. I would have took that cross and started smashing niggas on the head. I would have been throwing lightning bolts like Storm, mistress of the elements. I would have been on my X-Men shit. I am not divine, and I'm not ashamed to admit my humanity. You are not divine. Christ came down from heaven. I would have been on some X-Men shit. That's right. I would have been on that Wolverine shit. Who you crucifying me? What? What? I would have been like, call the niggas. Yo, angels. I would have jumped everybody. They would have realized who's God today. They would have been like, oh, fuck you thought 2000 BC. That would have been the original fuck you thought moment. I am a human being, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I have anger and sadness and a natural need to defend myself. You're not Christ. And you will drive yourself crazy thinking people supposed to hurt you, abuse you, and use you. That's why I left the Church of 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice. That is not taught in Catholicism. You are taught that you can sin and you confess that shit on every Sunday. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. You can say anything to a priest. I killed 15 people. Okay, send no more, child. Go in peace. They're legally binded to keeping your shit. You need to love yourself first. Acknowledge yourself first. Forgive yourself first. Make sure you have the mental capacity to give anything to anyone. You got to make sure you're okay first. And you got to realize a lot of the psychology that's out there is not for us. No offense to my white people. Y'all been going to psychology and therapy when y'all 2 years old. You got child therapists. You got therapists for the embryos. I didn't know that. You got pregnancy therapists. You got baby therapists. You got toddler therapists. You got all types of therapists. And in the black culture, that's just not prevalent. In the black culture, therapist is going to church. In the black culture, therapist is getting Florida water, Vicks, because Vicks heal everything. You depressed, I rub some Vicks on you. Your man left you, lay down, I put some Vicks on you. You're like, Vicks? You know, and then you have people that are not even mentally competent. You got people who are not, there you go, Florida water bath. You got some real Caribbean people listening to this shit. Dettol, I'ma soak you in some Dettol. You know, like, I'm going to put some warm water upon it. Like, you're like, wait a minute, warm water on what? My heart's broken. And it's not that these people, Robitussin, and it's not that your parents and your friends and your family don't love you. It's not that they don't want you to heal. They're just operating in what they know. My mother don't know nothing about no damn therapy. My father don't know nothing about no damn therapy. Does it mean that they're evil and corrupt? Absolutely not. But we're living in an age of technology, social media. We got connectivity. When I was a little kid, you know, we had Britannica. We had mad encyclopedias. If you had A to Z, you was that kid. You was flossing. It means you had money. You back then, that was the internet. Epsom salt. Y'all keep going. Y'all keep going. You know exactly what I'm saying. You know exactly. So you need to, like, y'all laughing. Y'all know it's true. Exactly. Jamaicans don't believe in depression. You depressed? Nah, man, you're hungry. You need to eat. Go guanyam. We made chicken foot soup for you. You're just hungry. I'm like, actually, I'm not hungry. I'm just depressed. You're not depressed. Praise God, you're alive. Praise God. I'm like, wait, what? I'm having anxiety. Anxiety for what? You need money to pay off your credit card bill. Like, I'm like, no, I don't need money to pay off my credit card bill. I'm just really sad because of what happened to my friend. Your friend is at peace. Rejoice, she with the Lord. I'm not really rejoicing because she died that way. No, man, happy. And I totally get it. I totally get it. That is the way. They don't know any better. That is the way. Exactly. And there's different ways. Prayer, daily prayer, and daily faith. That is a way to cope. But if you fall apart and you crack, it's okay to speak to someone. The key is that you're comfortable with. When I was going to Becky and Bobby, I was not comfortable because I knew in my heart that these people had no contact and no proximity with people who look like me, smell like me, have hair like me. So I didn't feel comfortable. I wasn't racist. I just did not feel comfortable. So you have to seek comfort, love, and affection from people that make you feel comfortable. I'm not trying to be mean, but the last thing you need to do on top of depression, anxiety, and lack of self-love is trying to connect to someone and trying to ignore the obvious awkwardness. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think Alice ever seen a Jamaican before. I'm not going to sit there and spill my guts. Exactly. Oh, don't get me started. Sisters, when I could not keep a man, when all my boyfriends used to dump me, when I could not get a husband, okay? That's good. Gospel music, meditation, prayer, self-love, there you go. That's excellent. That's excellent. But when I could not keep a man, this is my favorite. Oh no, who put Obi upon you? I'm like, what? Or who put Obi upon you? We have to go check you out. I'm like, gotta check me out. So what's happening? They used to tell me I got witchcraft on me. Obia is a Jamaican word. And I'm not lying to you. It was till recent that I really think people did stuff to me. All because I did not comprehend the lack of self-love was the reason why all these bad things. I did not take accountability. I really believed with every fiber of my soul, hell yeah, we need to throw you upon the ocean. I said, what you mean you got to throw me upon the ocean? I can't swim. We gotta put you backwards in the ocean. I'm like, ain't anybody putting me no backwards in the ocean 3 o'clock in the morning? I can't swim, son. We need to find another way. And I really believed in this power, not realizing the more I believed in negativity, the more I believed, and I'm not mocking. I'm not mocking anyone's religion or whatever you want to believe in, because you got different faiths, and I respect all faiths. I don't care. I really don't. Your faith is like sex. Whatever happens between you and that God and is none of my business. But I'm just telling you my experience. And I truly believe there was something wrong with me. And I tried everything. I let them do ooga booga booga. I tried everything till I came to the cool realization that I was not in control of my life. I was living in perpetual fear that this person was going to hurt me and that person was going to hurt me. I felt I had no real control because I truly thought I was vulnerable. And then finally, this is the funny part, guys. You're going to love this. One of my best friends since the 10th grade is Indian, and she's Hindu. And she saw me doing all kinds of stuff, and she was just observing me. And she finally said, "What happened to you, Connie?" She got a small voice. "What happened to you?" And I said, "Oh my gosh, I think somebody put a curse on me, and I can't keep a man. I can't be happy. And it's cursed. It's real. It's real." And in the Hindu culture, in the Indian culture, your life belongs to you. Meaning that even if you die, you get reincarnated into a different body, but no one can ever take your life. I'm not Hindu. I don't know much about the Hindu religion. Okay? Then you need to call me. You need to make a coaching session, Cherry. You need to call me, because I'm telling you what happened to me. And she finally said to me, "Connie, I know you're not Hindu, but in my faith, your life belongs to you. Didn't God give you your life in your faith?" I was like, "Yeah." "Did God make a pact that your life could be shared?" I'm like, "No." So she said, "Why are you acting like people can affect you? Only you can affect you." I didn't believe that. She was like, "Just try." She said, "Reject all this negativity." She said, "Just try." Because in the Hindu religion, we believe in reincarnation, that you are so tied to your soul that even when you die, you keep coming back over and over, because they believe in reincarnation. So finally, I said to myself, I'm going to try what she said. Whenever somebody told me I was cursed, I rejected it. Whenever someone told me I can't keep a man, I said, that's not true. I just haven't found the right one. And I started to do my healing. And that's where the laws of enchantress came from. Because my Hindu friend, who was Hindi, even though I'm not Hindu, she actually empowered me. And she said, your life belongs to you. That didn't your God give it to you, or your spirit, or your nature? Like, was that person around when you were conceived? I'm like, oh, hell no. So why do you think people have power over you? The power is the fear. The power is the belief in something can happen to you. And I was living probably 25 years of my life like this. And it wasn't until too long ago that I finally said, you know what? It's me. Lack of confidence, lack of self-love, self-hate, lack of everything. Yeah. And I was like, let me say, he says yoke is lighter. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So finally, I started loving myself. I started to say positive things to myself. I took myself to bridal shows. I took myself to nice places. I stopped hanging out with those friends that told me I need to throw myself in the ocean and throw salt all over, whatever it was. I gave myself a chance to be happy. And again, this is not mimicking or mocking anyone's religion. If you want to be Europa, if you want to be African culture, I respect my ancients, I respect my deities. I'm very cultured, I'm very educated. I have enough sense to know you got successful Hindus, you got successful Muslims, you got successful Jews, you got successful Sikhs, you got successful everything. And I think it's the way you carry the spirituality in your heart. If you are of goodness and cleansiness, you don't have to worry. The richest people in the world are Jews and Muslims, and the richest Christians are Episcopals. So it's not necessarily the specific faith that you attain to. It is how you operate in that realm. I'm not here trying to propagize and push anything. We are all trying to find a spiritual path to enlighten us. No one's better than the other. But when people were coming to me, in my experience, telling me all this negative stuff, I was like, damn, son, you know? Because I'm Christian, but I would never go up to people and say, you cursed by God. God has smitten you. I wouldn't even have the balls because I don't know what God wants. He don't talk to me. We don't have conversations. I'm not a prophet, so I ain't going to go and tell nobody they curse for shit because we don't have that relationship. We don't have it. I don't know what he wants, and I'll keep it that way. I'll talk to him when I see him. I don't even want to have that type of fluid conversation. But when people were coming to me without wavering, when people were coming to me with a direct message and saying this was my life, I really believed that this was my life, not realizing it was the law of attraction. I was attracting negativity. My subconsciousness was filthy. My subconsciousness was dirty, yo. Dirty, dirty. My subconsciousness was corrupted. I had no self-esteem. I hated myself. I couldn't stand myself. I had no idea how bad it was. And I was willing to live a life and deny this. Yeah, every religion, yeah. I was willing to live a life and deny this to myself, just so I can avoid taking accountability. I wanted to blame it on the rain, blame it on God, blame it on chicken wings and fried rice. I did not want to take responsibility because I knew there was some demons in my closet, not liking the way I look. I was fat, suffering from PCOS, endometriosis, not having enough this, not having enough that. You know, not having the family I wanted, failing. I was a type A. If I failed, I took it personal like my whole life. I was always constantly worrying. I was constantly worrying. I could not stop fucking worrying. I didn't believe in myself. I only thought I was good with external accomplishments, getting an education, getting a degree, buying a home, a high credit score, money. But when it came to liking the actual person, I thought I was nothing without these physical attributes. Am I shitting on them? Absolutely not. But you cannot make up your entire psyche from the outside world. You should love yourself because you are a good person. You should love yourself because you are a beautiful person. You should love yourself because you're unique, and your unique self has something worthy to contribute to the world, even if it's a one human being. And it took me a lot of healing to get to this point, especially as a Black woman, when we are submerged in double negativity. Remember, the world is negative to begin with. The world is challenging to begin with. And you're talking about being a Black woman. It's like triple negative. You're a woman, negative. You're Black, negative. And then you want positive attributes that's normally not aligned. You want positive attributes. You know, exactly. I got friends from all faiths. And that's why I'm very open-minded. I got friends from Europa. I got friends from African culture. I got friends that worship ancient Egyptian culture. I don't believe in witchcraft in that sense. Not in that way. Everybody's just interpreting their religion the way they see fit. It's their own thing. It's like it's their own spiritual language. That's all it is. I know Buddhists. I know Sikhs. I know Muslims. I love Muslim weddings. I love Hindu weddings. I actually deeply admire the femininity of Indian women. I love their culture. I love the sari, the langa. I love it. Everybody's trying to connect to a spiritual realm. Everybody's trying to connect to their spiritual path. No one should ever be persecuted or ridiculed. I'm just sharing you my experience when I came into contact with specific people that told me that I was doomed. I'm here to tell you, check on that self-love, son. Check on that self-love. I guarantee you, if you're one of these people who think you're doomed, I guarantee you, you don't have confidence. I guarantee you, you don't have self-love. I guarantee you. So one person asked me a question when I was in my group, and she said, thank you, Jamaican Queen. That makes me feel good. One person asked me a question, and she said, but what if you're not religious and you're just spiritual? And this is one of my favorite questions when talking about character and morality. It does tie into how you date. So I said to her, what a lot of people don't get, anyone could be religious. All religious means is you follow or even remotely believe in a certain doctrine. So you can have a religious Christian who believes in God and Christ, and they don't do shit. You can have a religious Muslim, a religious Hindu, a religious Sikh, or any type of religion. All it means is that you believe in some degree or form. I could change religions legally 10 times a year. In 1 year, I can convert from Jew, Christian, Muslim, Sikh, Buddhist. I can literally do all religions. Spirituality talks about the spiritual realm. It means that you have direct contact. That's right, Cherry. We talked about that with a spiritual deity. That means you're a prophet. You have to understand Moses was spiritual. Krishna in the Hindu religion was spiritual. Muhammad in the Muslim religion was spiritual. Spiritual means that you had some type of special deity contact. I am not worthy. Telling you right now, the way I curse, the way I think, the way I like to do certain things, I am not spiritual. I am not worthy of any spiritual deity. I am not worthy. So spiritual means you have some type of intimate one-on-one connection with a spiritual deity. Mary, the mother of God, was spiritual. In Buddhist religion, they have the religious, I forgot the name of the guy, and he's spiritual. They believe that he's a rapport between the essence of God to the physical world. That is the definition. Spirituality is powerful. It's when you have a contact or an essence of a deity. That is what it means. Spirituality predated religion. When people were worshiping certain deities and stuff. Buddhists, yeah, exactly. Buddha. So I think a lot of times people don't get it. Anyone can be religious. You got mad people who will check off the Christian box. And they don't do shit. They will go to church, praise God, and still continue living their life because they're not really spiritual. They're just chilling. They're just doing whatever they want. And I'm not here to judge, but the truth is the truth. When someone tells me they're spiritual, I have a different reaction. I'm like, oh, okay, this person's truly taking up with some type of spirit. Or this person has entertained the Holy Ghost. So you have to, what is this? I love the teaching the truth of the Bible from churches. Well, soul sessions, let me tell you something. When you're dating, there's 3 things you need to know as a black woman. Some of the wealthiest, prosperous, good men that has those family values, those family structures. Someone needs to tell black women this because I don't think black women know this. I talked about this. Some of those men are religious. The richest religious average person in America are Jewish, which is the average household of 100,000. Then the second is Hindu households with an average worth of 100,000. Then the third is Christianity, specifically Episcopalian, which is 100,000. Unfortunately, when you get to more black-dominated demographics, you start seeing consistent poverty. No one got money. Women is just going. A lot of unwed moms. It's a pum-pum party with just a whole bunch of females. And you start seeing drastically immense amounts of poverty. And I want to be honest with you. It's the church of 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice. Okay? It's the church of 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice. No, you can delete that comment because I don't want to offend anybody. You know, people might watch this video and have different beliefs. I can't say the only way through God is Jesus Christ. My friend is Hindu. She believes in Hare Krishna and 2,000 gods. I respect all faiths. I respect all faiths. I'm sharing with you, and I want to be respected just like you share with me, and I will respect you. So anyway, as a Christian, you have to realize prosperity and blessing, if you're a Christian, is close to God. If you're going to the church of 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice, and nobody's getting married, and all the women is single, and you got 95% female parishioners, or 95%, and you got 5%, and ain't nobody talking about marriage. No one talking about generational wealth. The people in the church don't honor the role of wife and mother. The people in the church don't honor. You go into the church of 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice. Those are them hood-ass churches with a certain type of demographic, overwhelmingly, and numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. You are free to do whatever you want, but there's a problem in urban churches. If you go to an urban church and they ain't got no parking lot because ain't nobody driving, you might want to pick a different denomination. If you go to an urban church and people is digging in their pockets, taking out Lincoln coins and buttons because they can't even afford an offering, you might want to go to a different church. If you go into a church and majority of people in your church is of extreme poverty, and the pastor and the deacon and the bishop makes no inclination, no chance, no networking. He don't try to lobby. He don't talk about the poverty in the community. They don't try to do nothing to uplift the community economically. Congratulations. You at the church of 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice. I don't care what religion it is. Because black-dominated churches are the only churches that operate on this way, with an abundance of single women, an abundance of baby mamas, an abundance of poverty, an abundance of dysfunctionalism, a lack of political connections, a lack of networking. If you don't believe me, do the Pew research. I made a video. Go look for the video. And what kills me is that you got black women who lock themselves off from Christianity. But you want a prosperous man, not realizing the richest Christian man, the richest man in America are people of faith. You got Jews who have an average household worth of $100,000. Then you got Hindus, they got an average household worth in America of $100,000. Then right after that, you got Episcopalians. Then right after that, you got Presbyterian. Then right after that, you got Protestant. And then right after that, you got the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints. Then right after that, you got Catholicism. You're literally cutting out trillions of dollars out of your dating circle. And not to mention, I hate to say this, but the truth is, a lot of these modern liberal guys, they love that shit because it means modern liberal pom-pom. It means when you gotta remember when you roll that dice and you throw it, you gotta take that entire length. You threw that dice, son, you gotta take that length. You don't want to get involved with a guy that don't believe in family, don't believe in gender roles, that will have you working like a man 7 days a week. That's crazy, Kalinda. That's the church of 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice. That's not them real churches. That's them churches where they be threatening to get offerings. Your church supposed to be giving money away. Your church supposed to be politically connected, financially connected, economically connected. So they go and you got to vote, do this and that. If you go into a church and the entire church is poor, and you in America, a G7 country, the #1 richest country on the planet, the #1 richest country has ever lived, and you in a church and every single person is poor except the pastor, congratulations. You're at the church of 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice. You might want to do some exploration. You might want to do some discovery. You might want to take the bus and go down to other neighborhoods. You might want to visit the Protestants. You might want to visit the Episcopalians. You know what I'm saying? If the church, exactly. If they have to walk around with an Uzi and ask for offerings, if they got to threaten you, choose a great church. Now, if you don't like the Christian faith, do your research. Because I was surprised when I heard how women were abused in black churches and women were threatened in black churches. In the Catholic Church, women are cherished. We get married. We get engaged. We are honored. The men are there. Men are in the church. You can see them sitting down in the pew. It's not like you go to church and it's a pom-pom party. So you really got to do exploration and learn for yourself. Even when I talk to you, don't take my word for it. Go and do research and see for yourself. It's all about experiencing for yourself and stop letting the words of people command you and control your experience. You are supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be loved, adored, and courted. Exactly. It's a pom-pom party. When I used to go to my Baptist church, Church of God in Brooklyn, it was about 95% females with babies. Hey, Trice. That's what it was. It was a pom-pom party. And from I was like 12, 13 years old. Exactly. That's ridiculous. Clam bake. Clam bake. So you have to shop around just like anything else in life. I know people that are Jewish and they don't like going to certain synagogues. I know people that are Hindu and they don't like going to certain temples. I know people that are Episcopalian. There is no secret sanctuary. So you have to, you have to do what's right. Hey, soul sessions, do what's right for you. Do what is right for you. In the power, in the name, you do what's right for you. I am not here to convince and lecture and pull people to any side. I'm only here to give you factual information so you can make a right decision based on the facts. I am not here to be the Mike Tyson and beat people up and drag them. I truly believe in the right for you to have an open mind and be able to see different realms and use your common sense and say, is this person trying to better my life? So in closing, morals and character matter. You can't just open your options and not open your mind, especially if you came from demographics where you weren't courted properly, where you weren't pursued properly, where you weren't loved properly. That's what this conversation's about. Because if you just open up your options, you don't think other races of men like pum pum? Let's be honest here. You think everyone walking around like an altar boy? Let's be honest here. You think Jason is my first white boyfriend or my second white boyfriend? And I'm going to stop right there in case you see this video. You never know, son. You never know. But the fact is, not until I got it right, not until I had the confidence and the self-love, not to just make a dating list of qualities I admired, but I had to have the confidence. I had to have the confidence to stick to that list because I didn't have the confidence. So you could write all the lists you want. You could start typing like Kermit and shit. But if you lack the confidence to love yourself and honor yourself and treat yourself well, that list is going to turn to ash, and you're going to go back to bad habits that attracted the bad people, and you're going to attract negativity no matter where you go, how you go, or who that person is. The attraction starts with you. It's not external, it is internal. And that internal gives you power, because that means you have the power to command and attract whatever you want in life, and not just with men, with money, success, and health and positivity. Listen to people when they speak. Listen to people when they engage you. How do you feel? When people are negative and constantly in drama and constantly sipping tea and thinking this is the way, I don't pay no attention, because I know I live a good life. I live a blessed life. My boyfriend loves me. We're getting married. Well, the confidence I have came from self-love. So let me tell you some cheat sheets for my sisters. Feeling physically good affects your emotion. It affects your insides. So if you want some cheat sheets, go on Groupon. It's spelled Groupon, Groupon. Go on there and get some nice deals on facials. Go on there and get some nice deals on massages. Go on there and get some nice deals in spas. Make a love calendar. Have a consistent pattern of adoring yourself. There's a program on 1-800-Flowers.com before I got with Jason, because I used to be jealous when I see girls with flowers. You can actually mail roses to yourself every single week. And what that creates in the law of attraction is an expectance. And you'll start to see, you'll get flowers from everybody. I remember it was mad funny. Yeah, that's great. That's great. What Kalinda just said, that's great. You have to understand you are the energy that you attract. Start treating yourself nice. Even if you're on a budget, go buy scrubs. Do body scrubs. Turn on some Kenny G and start scrubbing. Start scrubbing. Exactly. Look what Trice said. When she started taking care of herself. You know why? Because that's positive energy. Jason's not my first boyfriend. Jason's not my second boyfriend. I'm going to stop right there. But Jason is the first man that saw something in me and didn't want to give up, because I had all these issues. but I was inspired by his love to love me, which is very rare. He could have left my crazy ass right where he found me, because every time he did something nice for me, I suspected something. He bought me flowers. Why are you doing that? I didn't think I was worthy of a man that saw me on a Facebook dating group to get on a plane and fly 8 hours each way, 3,000 miles each way, back and forth for months just because of me. No one can claim that. No one can claim that. You cannot compel a man to leave a continent. No one can claim that. They might try to, but they can't. No one hooked up me and Jason. I met Jason on a dating page. He saw me, I saw him, and he saw femininity. He saw something beyond me. I never thought in my wildest years that any man would leave a continent and fly for me. Why? Why me? There's a whole bunch of girls there. What's wrong with him? Something got to be wrong with him. This is the negativity. This is the lack of confidence that I was walking around with my entire life. So many black women get married this way. So many black women have babies for men this way. And they walk around and wonder, what's that? Jason is wonderful. Jason is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And no one can take that from me. He came here. Jason is wonderful, and he saw the beauty within me because he's a beautiful person. He's a sweet person. He's a wonderful man. And he's patient with me because I was not healed. I was not happy. There was a part in me that was positive, but it wasn't big enough. And truly, because of our love, we grew. So thank you so much, Trice. Thank you. Thank you so much. And he is Christian. He's a devout Christian. He goes to church twice a week. And, you know, he's not Catholic. He's just non-denominational. I forgot what he is. I forgot what is it? Pentecostal? I don't know. But it's a different thing in England. But the fact is, our love grew because we trusted each other. And we built it together. And I made the choice to heal, and invest in myself, invest in me. And I'm telling you, that is the power. There's nothing you cannot accomplish once you decide to invest in you. You speak it, you say it, you claim it, and that's truly magic, but it has to be absolute. And the way you get absolute is by investing in yourself. So the first thing is treat yourself well. Get your hair done, get your makeup done, go buy your favorite bottle of wine. Treat yourself well. Spend time with people, places, and things that make you smile. Be mad aggressive. Watch comedy, laugh, get your frequency, your energy up. Number 2, disengage with people and places and things and social media that's consistently negative. I'm not saying you can't hear about the hurricane or political events. I'm not saying for you to walk around like your Daffy Duck. Ha 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 ha. But you need to disengage from excessive and frivolous negativity. Shit that you can live without. That's going to help you tremendously, because what you expose yourself directly and non-directly commands your future. You create your reality. You create your reality. One more time. You create your reality. You may want to get a new Facebook page and start a new news feed. I got another Facebook page, I think it's Shireen Loren. And I purposely did it because one of my friends, Leah Bayaka, who runs her own Level Up group, which is amazing, she made her own second page because her life is going to a better path. You may want to do Black Women Love Days, where you, in a very small group, and I say small because you want to make sure it's pure, of like-minded black women, take yourself out to 4-star restaurants. Start experiencing the life. Stop waiting for guys to do it for you. And you're going to see, as soon as you start doing these things, it's going to start coming from anywhere. That was part of my healing. I was going out to like fancy smancy places that I had my eye on for months. And I'm like, I gotta wait till I get a man. Absolutely not. I got one of my closest friends. I dressed up. There's pictures of this. You can see this transformation. And I went to 1 by Land, 2 by Sea. I went to the Boat House. I went to Candela. I took myself to Homestead Steaks. I took myself to Wolfgang Puck. I went to the Tao. I had sushi. I had all types. I truly enjoyed it, and it was so funny. The more I engage myself, the higher my frequency and more people want to do stuff for me. Take yourself on weekend vacations, weekend getaways, check in your county estate, aromatherapy. Aromatherapy is powerful. Go and buy some candles that smell good. Go get some incense that smells good, lavender. Learn about aromatherapy. We talk about everything I'm saying here. I have a secret group, which is a lifetime membership. Some of the people are watching this are in the group, and it's called the Laws of Enchantress. Most of the women in my group are getting married. Some of them are already married, and it's a wonderful consensus of positivity. And we believe in Black women living their best life. You do not have to emphasize securing the bag. You do not have to emphasize wealth, anything. Once you align yourself to a specific vibration and you believe it, you will attract what's meant for you. And you are completely responsible for what you're attracting. So if you want a wealthy man, if you want a prosperous man, if you want a man that spoils you, affectionate, if you want the combo special, you want love and prosperity, you want love and happiness. It's a Facebook page, The Laws of the Enchantress. But that's the main closed page. It's a closed page, but it's free. You don't have to join. If you're interested in the actual program, then you have to message me, and it's a secret page that's attached to several different pages where I give talks every 2 weeks. I work with matchmakers, relationship experts. I also have a book that you get. It's 200 pages I wrote about the Laws of Enchantress, and it has hyperlinks to free books. If you get into the page, you have a free library with over 100 PDF books on related courseworks. We also have Enchantress Fitness, because a lot of Black women have been trying to hate themselves thin. You cannot hate yourself thin. So we talk about loving yourself, devoting yourself, because anything you do that creates a positive result comes from self-love. That's why so many Black women struggle with weight loss, because you're doing it from a point of anguish and anger, and you're upset and you're frustrated. You feel ashamed, you don't feel good. Once you learn to love yourself, you realize you learn love. I'll tell you a secret. I lost over 120 pounds. And I gotta make sure Jason don't see this. But when I first lost weight, I was super skinny. This is about 2 years ago. And I suffer from PCOS. So losing weight has never been easy with that disorder. I'm insulin resistant. So I lost like 125 pounds. I did everything to lose weight. And then when I started traveling for work, I lost track of my regimen. And, I had an unlimited, hey Tesha, I had an unlimited diet, which means I could eat anything I want because my company was paying for it. And we all know airport food is not the healthiest. So I gained some weight. But I'll tell you something. When I was 137 pounds, 135 pounds, I stand at 5'7". Of course, guys are trying to talk to me. Guys are trying to talk to me all over. But I could not keep a man to save my life. They would go on a date, 3 dates, 4 dates, 1 month, 2 months, doom, that's it. I had no deep confidence, and I was truly determined to build upon my external name, my external confidence. Because I didn't think, once I look good, I'm a size 6, I'm a size 8, flat stomach, nice booty, boobs. I did not think I needed to work on the inside. I didn't. Until I got to the cold realization, oh shit, there are other pretty girls. There are other slim girls. Oh shit, some women are even slimmer. Some are even prettier. So I knew right away that I had to truly work on my inside to be distinctive. But this society doesn't nurture that. They're obsessed, hyper obsessed with the external. External does matter. Not going to sit here and lie to you. Looks do matter, but equally or even more, what you are inside. It sounds like a corny cliche and an after-school special, but it's absolutely true. So when I met Jason, I gained some weight. I gained enough weight. I'm not going to tell you how much, but I gained enough weight to the point where I did not feel comfortable. I did not think I looked good enough for someone to fly all the way from England, especially back and forth, to come and see me. 8 hours each way, get an Airbnb, spending money. I almost pushed Jason away because I was embarrassed because I thought I was huge. And I thought, shit, I'm at a perfect size 6. I'm at a perfect size 8. I'm going back to a double digit. I did not think, because I've been conditioned and told by society, if you're a black woman and you want better, you got to be your absolute best. You got to speak 4 languages. You got to do backflips. You got to be a ninja, a samurai, and a sumo wrestler. You got to know how to do horseback riding. You got to know how to throw ninja stars. You got to know how to walk backwards, talk backwards. I did not feel entitled. I didn't feel my very best. But the funniest shit is, at my biggest, since I lost weight, is when I attract the best possible man. And I truly believe, because I was on that path to loving myself. And I found someone that believed in self-love. I'm telling you, if I would have listened to society, I would have told Jason, don't come see me. Not yet, not yet. Give me 5 months, give me 6 months, because I truly felt I was not worthy if I wasn't absolutely perfect. Aw, Cherry, you're so sweet. Soul Sessions, oh my gosh, thank you. But I want to tell you, all black women have wife written all over them. All black women, thank you, have wife written all over them. But not every man know how to read. Some men are relationship illiterate. Run. All men are not literate when it comes to reading wife code. You got some men that will fuck some shit up, and probably 20, 40 years from now, they're like, damn, let me call her up. And that's why we get them weird phone calls from guys. Oh, thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you, everyone. The compliments, you making me smile. And you know, I do this for you. As you can see, I don't get crazy views on my video. I can easily step into the realm, step into the tiger's den and do battle and answer back rebuttals and tea and drama. But like my mother said, lions do not worry about the opinion of sheep. If you want revenge, live a good life. If you want revenge, live well and show off your happiness. Follow Ciara, aka Future can't stand her, because she's living well. You want to get back at people that talk about you? You want to get back at people? Shh. Don't give any time and energy, because I know I'm sincere. I know the people I've helped, their life has changed. I haven't been on YouTube. My October 4th is my year anniversary, and I've helped so many black women because they've given me the honor. They've given me the blessing. They've given me the sacred chance. And there are black women that will sit on here and they will not help you. They will not care. It is all about them. And I'm talking about every single black woman on social media, on YouTube. And that's their choice. You choose to engage in that. I ain't mad at them. You are an adult. You have to stop being a zombie and following blindlessly. Life goes fast. What is it? September 15th? What is it? September, October, November, December? Y'all got like what? 3-4 months left in 2018? Can you afford to continuously engage in people, places, and things that doesn't make your life better? Just the other day, I was cutting class, eating 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice at Mega Evers High School. I was just there chilling. And now I'm 39. I can't believe it. Time flies. Don't disrespect time by engaging in people, places, and things. Your birthday's next week. Happy birthday, Vera. And that's what course 6. So course 6, before I go, course 6, we do new courses every 2 weeks. And we have secret pages and stuff where I engage, and it's a whole smorgasbord. Happy birthday, Vera. Happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful, blessed birthday. Have lots of fun. Take a shot for me. Take 2 for me. But we talk about the Ciara factor. We talk about the Ciara factor, where you saw her went from Future to her real future with Russell. And she talks about it. Ciara's not shy. Ciara did you a favor. She's doing the Lord's work. She did not have to come out and tell you her personal business, how she manifested that man. But some of you don't want to even do that. Some of y'all like how she manifested, how she manifested. And when you hear what she did, I don't want to do all that. You can get a good man without doing all that. Well, have you got one? Have you got one? So yes. Oh, thank you so much, Cat Cookie. Thank you so much. And like I said, I am only here for you. I will dedicate my entire life to bettering Black women. That means increasing our positive image. That means increasing our positive outsource. We have a right as Black women to take back, and that's a big part of dating and finding the right guy. You have to be covetable. You have to have certain traditions. You have to have certain aspects. You can't just open up your options and not heal yourself, cleanse yourself, and take into accord how we're projected to the world. So you want to make sure that you completely focus on bettering yourself. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Jean Johnson, God bless you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. So if you guys want to find me, my Facebook page is Connie Lauren Walker. And Lauren is Loren. I think I'm the only Black Connie. And it's a picture of me kissing or hugging my boyfriend. And then from there, you can message me. Okay, so if you're interested in taking course 6, let me know. It's on the pages. And I also do one-on-one coaching for self-love, self-confidence, traditionalism, and femininity. So I do those courses. I do one-on-one coaching as well. I have my Facebook page called Enchantress Coaching, where I do the one-on-one, where I coach Black women back to the path of self-love and instilling healthy self-love habits. So I hope you enjoyed this talk. Remember, character first. Use character as your Sloman shield. Date whoever you want, swirl, twirl, Black, white, Indian, Asian. I don't care. It's not my business who you fall in love with. It's only my business if that man is treating my fellow sisters like a queen. Like a queen. And Jean Johnson, congratulations. God bless you. That is wonderful. This is why I do what I do. To show Black women that you are worthy, you are loved, you are adored. So Jean Johnson, make sure you're following me because I'm doing the 90-day campaign. All of you follow me on my regular page. You're going to see wonderful images on a daily basis of Black women living well and being loved and adored. So congratulations to Jean. That is wonderful that you survived that. That is stupendous. That's the reason why I do everything. The coaching fees are separate from the membership fees. The coaching fees are separate, completely different. Once you pay for the membership, which is $199, and there's payment plans, it's lifetime. You get new courses every 2 weeks. You get new talks every 2 weeks, new materials. I'm writing my second book. You get access to that for free. It's a lifetime membership. You get access to all the other secret pages like Enchantress Fitness, Traditional Ladies Luxe, which is about domestic goddess. I'm on Instagram and I'm under Chocolate Chip Muffin. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, Chocolate Chip Muffin. And one good thing about my courses is that it's me partnering with experts. It's me partnering with different types of people. It's not just me telling you. I actually take my time and I collaborate and bring you back this information. And it's such a good variety. And not only that, we talk about healing and chakras and yogas. We cover everything. It's a healing Disneyland for Black women. And the goal is getting you happily married. And also, the best part is, okay, we can talk after. We can talk, message me, Cherry, and we can talk after. But the best part is that I have so many happily married Black women in my group who are attracted to my group. And that's what makes me feel proud, because you can't run game on happily mature married Black women. You just can't. And these Black women want the connectivity. Oh, thank you so much, SZA. Blessings. Be sure to join my Facebook page, Laws of Enchantress. I love crystals. I have them. We're doing the intention experiment, which is going to be the first African-American controlled scientific experiment based off the award-winning book, The Intention Experiment. So that's also part of the membership. And that is going to run continuously for a year. And it's going to be based on the book by Linda McTaggart called The Intention Experiment. There's more information on the main Law of Enchantress page. And that's why I went out of my way to make a main Laws of Enchantress page so you guys can really see what the program entails without making an investment. You guys can see what the actual environment is going to be. You can see the expectations. Yeah, I love the fact that married women paid for my program. And at first I was like, why y'all here? And then I, sorry about that. That's my cat, sorry. And then I realized that they needed a positive outlook for their marriage. Then I realized how hostile social media can be. That's the cat. He jumped on the counter. He's hungry. I'm sorry. It's Agent Orange. It's Agent Orange. When I do my talks, he gives me a warning after a while. So that's just how let me see if I can get him over here. Like, okay, he's right there. He's not coming. Let's see. Yes. He's 21 pounds of terror. Okay, I think he's coming. He's coming. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here he is. You guys love him. No, my cat can jump. Okay? He's 21 pounds. Okay? This is a big boy. If you listen to my talks, this is what he does after an hour or so. He gets upset. Okay? Who said my cat is curvy? He's full furred. He's big furred. His name is Gigi, but at night when he makes this type of noise, we call him Agent Orange. Okay? Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh, he's going down. So say bye, Agent Orange. He's not mad. He wants food and treats. That's his whole life is cat treats. He's fine. He's going to go over there and crash and stuff. Cats can jump. He jumped on the table. Cats have great jumping ability. And it's like a freaking tiger. That's not a cat. That's a Siberian tiger there. So, you know. Thank you. Well, the thing before I go, guys, I know I keep saying that, but I want you guys to realize this. Social media, think about Facebook. Why is Facebook worth billions of dollars? And if you're watching this video and you like it, give me some thumbs up, man. Put some thumbs up. We need to spread this. We need to spread this. Get those likes up. I got 30 viewers. Give me them 5 more likes. Thank you. Thank you. So let me just explain to you really quickly. Thank you, my cute cat. Thank you. So thank you. Like the live. Like the live. Share it. If you like other Black women pages, share it. So let me tell you how Facebook works. Facebook is a media mogul. All Facebook does is ads, ads, ads. And you got to think about it. It's sort of like visualization. You see an ad, you click on it, you buy it, it's profitable. The only reason Facebook has billions of dollars is because it's ads. It is ads, guys. So you have to realize those ads affect you. Like today, I was talking to my brother. Don't laugh at me. And I was buying headphones for Apple, my Apple device. And I guess I'm getting kind of old because I don't really pay attention. But I went on to Amazon to buy some headphones. Think about the advertising. Do you realize that Apple is selling Bluetooth technology like it's brand new? They're selling regular earbuds that have no technology, nothing, for $150. You know why? Because that's the power of marketing and visualization. Apple has some of the best marketing and visualization on the planet. Apple never goes on sale. You never even walk into the Apple store asking for a sale. Yeah. He does that. He can open the fridge too. He can open cabinets too. He can open cabinets too. He'll be okay. He's not going to die. So just think about the visualization that Apple has done to the world. Apple has convinced the world that you need their phones at full price. And bravo to them. No hating. But that's all visualization. They're basically selling headphones that should not be $140, it should be like $50, $60. But because they are Apple and you've been socially conditioned by their beautiful commercials, their amazing marketing, that you really don't even question. No matter how much we like something, cars go on sale, shoes go on sale, everything goes on sale. Apple is the only thing that we never even question. We walk into the Apple store ready to get robbed. We don't care. We buy the phone full price without even a second thought. The iPhone 10, what was it, $1,500. And that's the power of social conditioning. That is the power of Facebook. That's the power of all these commercials. So just think about the other way around when you are conditioning yourself consistently with negativity, whether it's directly or indirectly, whether it's through music, whether it's through TV, whether it's through through movies, whether it's through print, media print, newspapers. Just think about how little positive conditioning you give yourself, especially in regards to what you want from life. Like, how often do you tell yourself, I'm going to live my dream life? How often do you tell yourself, I am successful, I am brilliant, I am healed, I am loved? And when you contrast that to the amount of negativity you're hyper exposed to, no one here, especially black women, should be shocked that your life isn't where it's supposed to be. Just think about Apple. Apple, even in the worst economy, even in the crash of 2008, Apple did not waver because they have socially conditioned you that you need Apple. People think Apple is like life support. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's all about what you expose yourself to and also what you believe. So start taking control. Start being proactive. Start looking around. And start paying attention. And be hyper aggressive with the negative images and the negative wording that people say to you. Be sensitive. Get sensitive. Because that could mean the difference between accomplishing your dreams or falling to failure. All right, guys? So if you have any questions, remember my main page is Connie Lauren Walker, which is C-O-N-N-I-E. Lauren spelled L-O-R-E-N. And my last name is Walker. My other pages are the Laws of Enchantress. And from there, I can message you and put you on, and whatever it is, you can ask questions. So thank you so much. Course 6 starts now. And I really hope you enjoyed this talk. Have a great night, guys. Thank you.